Okay. Well, there we go.
So I completely did not see this guy's questions, and I feel the need to make a special video just for him because I'm a jerk and I
Yes.
was not paying attention to that whatsoever. So this guy asked two questions. He said, "Do you think Bobby's main event run is over?" Bobby Lashley. For the time being, I feel like he's going to be used to build a Moss on um, at WrestleMania. He may beat Omos. I don't know. Like I don't know where you can go with Omos other than maybe like have him face Roman or Brock at this point.
Yeah. Just one of those things. I don't know. But
So there's your answer to that. What do you think, Jeff?
I again, I'm still not sure where I'm going to pick on that. I did express surprise that you picked Omos, but I really don't know where my pick's going long term. I mean, Lashley had a run that nobody really expected because he's been jobbed out on so many fronts for so long that him being champion twice was freaking awesome. So I would say, for the moment, but not for the rest of his career. No, he'll be back in the hunt here. Once they settle out who's going to be the undisputed champion, they'll get Lashley back in the mix.
Yeah. And he also asked a personal question. He says, "Have you ever had a boss who you think are actually a good person or boss, but certain comments they make about you make you wonder?"
About me personally, no, because the people I thought were good people haven't made a comment directly toward me. I've seen them comment toward the people where I go, I don't know about that.
I'm very fortunate with the job I have that they are really good people.
Yeah. The only boss that I had that seemed to treat me better than they treated the other people, it turned out he was embezzling off the top of the company. So he was Two-Face. Good stuff. Also a Blockbuster. So,
I've had pretty good bosses for the most part, pretty good people to work for. There was a couple exceptions, but so that person wouldn't be a good person or boss. So
yeah.
There was really never a like backstabbing person.
No, I never ran into that in my outside of wrestling life, and I've been very, very fortunate to. Again, he hasn't called a job. He isn't 1099 me or whatever, but Aaron's been, for the most part, a joy to work with as far as him running No DQ and me, doing talk wrestling and the stuff I've done. Him himself, he's been a joy to work with. Co-hosts over the years, I've been very lucky in my post No DQ life to have co-hosts that were astronomically better, with the exception of Stagger Lee, who is one of my dearest friends to this day. The co-hosts I have now, I just treasure every moment with you, with JJ, with Mikey, because they just are awesome. And being my own boss is wonderful on that front. And having Aaron to fall back on when he needs me is cool too. So I've been very blessed in my wrestling life to have a pretty good set of employers and people working with me. So.
Yep. So this guy, I apologize for not getting your questions right away, but I did want to answer them since you send in the super chat. So appreciate
it.
For that.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
And again, my apologies for not catching it during the actual show. But
and you know what? There was a question I didn't see. I did see it in the previous stream. I don't watch MMA actively. I know Greg and his wife do because I watched UFC when I went back with
we haven't watched it in a while.
So it's one of those, like, it's cool that Austin's brought you back to wrestling, because I've seen that with a lot of people that they felt the need to come back with Steve being back. So hey, it's one of those. I watched UFC when Brock crossed over, but I got into it when Ronda became Ronda Rousey. So it's I'll watch it occasionally, but like I don't catch every show, just because, number one, I'm not gonna go down to the bar every Saturday night, and number two, if I watch at home, it's too damn expensive. So it's
Oh, of course,
it
was my fault. I felt bad. I wasn't paying attention to it. So
yep,
we'll do better next week. See you guys. We're going to watch Dynamite now. Have a good one.